Weeks ago, when the completionist charity controversy began, he put out an apology that seemed very half-hearted. It didn't really seem like he was taking the situation seriously, and like he wasn't all that apologetic for everything that he was accused of and admitted to, but now he's magically come back to the internet thinking everything is going to be okay with his career, but he is getting absolutely destroyed. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube memberships. Now, I have already covered the Jirard the Completionist situation quite a few times on the channel, so I'm not going to go through the entire timeline, but I will wrap it up for those of you who maybe don't know the situation or need a refresher. The Completionist is a creator known for making gaming content where he completes the game no matter what, but some fans realize that his personal philosophy doesn't seem to apply to his other ventures, including his charity work. He was initially accused of having a stockpile of over $600,000 in donations that he had gained over a decade that he didn't pay, and he actually came out and admitted that he had held on to all of that money over all of that time. And he was acting like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but like it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, those are hundreds of thousands of dollars that could have went to years of research and could have been used. But instead, he kept it in a bank account and pretended like he was donating it all of these years. And of course, it's such a pathetic situation because he lied to his community, the average people that work hard for their money, who decided, I'm going to, put my faith into this content creator, donate money to help fund research, and instead of respecting those people who gave him a career in the first place, he completely disrespected them by keeping the money stockpiled and not caring enough about those individuals to say, hey, listen, it's taking some extra time to get those donations somewhere. I mean, he could have done that a decade ago when he started collecting funds, but he was never transparent about that money or where it was going, simply by, doing multiple charity events and then saying it's going to funding research, when really it was just sitting in an account. And of course, how did the completionist respond to all of these allegations against him? He came out in a video and, yes, did admit that he had held on to that money all of these years, but what is even worse is now he has come back to the internet and has acted like nothing has happened, nothing is wrong, because he uploaded this YouTube video titled Super Mario RPG 25 Years Later, a Nintendo Classic, and is getting absolutely destroyed over it. Of course, he only just recently uploaded it. It's got 120,000 views, 5.6k likes to 15,000 dislikes. So this does really just highlight that there are people out there that no matter what he does or says, they are going to defend him and give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't really see how you could do that here, judging by the fact that he admitted to doing the things that he was accused of. And I'm not trying to draw an equivalency between what these two YouTubers did, but this reminds me of when Philip Mewson, who was proven to be guilty of plagiarism to the nth degree, made a dumb apology video, then attempted to go on and act like nothing was wrong and resurrect his YouTube career, which also epically failed, and just proves that when you make mistakes this large, you should just find another career, because the people that will give you another chance versus the people that will never forget, there's a massive difference there. There'll always be Jirard fans, which is massively stupid after this, but there will never be enough people to resurrect his career. This isn't about cancel culture. The man admitted to doing it, and that's just the bottom line. But of course, there are still some people trying to defend him tooth and nail. But of course, others, the 15,000 people who gave it dislikes, were not feeling so, impressed by this move, absolutely roasting him in the comments section. You've picked an excellent game to end your career on. Hey, I like the Super Mario RPG remake. I thought that it was fantastic. Did a full live stream playthrough of it. Bro just got buried like the Undertaker, but then stuck his hand through the grave. Yeah, he thought that he could just magically go back to doing his normally scheduled content. Like, this wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Like, oh, it's been a few weeks since this happened. It's been about a month and a half. I can just go back to uploading videos like normal. And to make things worse, he also went live on his Twitch channel. Now, when it comes to his Twitch channel, he did not actually do a full live stream. He basically put the pre-stream screen up so that people would resub to him. An absolutely scummy move. He didn't want those resubs to run out, so instead he went live for about, I think it was 15 minutes. And he never actually got on screen, never did any content, didn't talk to people. There's no VOD up of it, of course, but there's many people talking about how it was basically just him going live for a few minutes, hoping to get some views, hoping to get some resubs. As you can see, the Completionist last streamed 2 days ago. This is such just a awful situation all around, because he, again, really truly thought that this wasn't going to be that big of a deal, that he was going to come back to the internet, everyone was going to be okay with him. And if his response was initially better, yeah, maybe there would be people who would not be as furious at him, but at the same time, not only was his response terrible, but we also heard audio that was released by Mudahar and Karl, where the Completionist alluded to, potentially paying them off. Like, oh, I'm not trying to pay you guys or offer you guys money or anything to keep this story under the table. Yeah, you were hoping that they would take the bait. You were hoping that they would be like, yeah, actually, if you throw us some money, we won't mention it, just pay it. No, they released that call, and that also looked terrible for him. And it just goes to show that now, of course, one individual has absolutely damaged any situation where a content creator wants to raise money for a charity. If they are collecting the donations and it's not like a link that they're having you click and go directly to a charity's website, he has now damaged any kind of relationship between viewers and a content creator who wants to raise money for charity. I mean, we are not talking about a couple $1,000s here. $600,000 is an insane amount of money to hold on to for a decade, and you still expected people to just magically forgive you for that. And of course, he's getting destroyed on social media regarding this, and rightfully so. People are saying things like, just notice how none of the characters in the thumbnail have his beard like all of the other videos. Yeah, it's like he was hoping to get people to click on the video without fully realizing that it's him, because he doesn't want to, associate himself with the thumbnail. I mean, obviously at the top it says Completionist, but someone might assume, oh, it's just a completionist run. It's 100% run. It's a very sly way that he did everything here. Best thing about being a YouTuber, when you do something horrible and then do a half-assed apology, you can just ignore it and make another video. He really had the guts to go ahead and try to make videos, do some live streams, thinking everything had blown over, but it most certainly hasn't. The internet does not forget, no matter what he does, no matter if he releases 100 videos in a month or he never releases a video again, the internet will not forget what he did. The stain on his reputation. And every single time he does this now, he's going to get absolutely obliterated by people that he upset. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.